What's up, everyone? Sergeant right here. And today, we're going to be reacting to the greatest speech of history. It was a request from someone in the comments. I ended up skipping over it, but it's only like 7.5 minutes long, so I don't see why not. I'm also going to be reacting to the tank video later today, so that should be fun. And then, yeah, I'm going to be doing a bunch of videos today, just because why not? Anyways, it may not all be released on the same day, but that's okay. Also, make sure to subscribe because we're doing a live stream about the channel in, I don't know, like 2 weeks or 3 weeks, somewhere around there, like 2.5 weeks or so. That should be fun. About the November 3rd election in the United States of America. Donald Trump and Joe Biden. We're going to be talking about who we think is going to win. Maybe even talking about the Senate election and the House election. I'm going to be doing Q&As, talking about the channel, etc. No further ado, let's get started. In a brilliant 10-year campaign, Alexander and his Macedonian army conquered much of the known world, from Egypt to the Indus River. In 324 BC, they returned to Opis, near modern Baghdad. Alexander ordered some of his Macedonian veterans to return home. But angry at perceived insults to their honor, as well as Alexander's adoption of Persian customers, Alexander's adoption of Persian customs, they mutinied. Oh. They talked about this. Oh, yeah. I remember this episode. Go back and watch the Alexander series for context on this, because this is really interesting. Yeah, apparently, Alexander, he executed some of the ringleaders, and then he gave a great speech that made them stop, rebelling and stuff. I think so, at least. I don't remember completely. I could be wrong.
What I'm about to
Jeez. Hold on.
say isn't meant to stop you returning home.
Why do they have to make that weird echoing sound? Like, I find that they do an echoing sound, but it just sounds kind of weird. Anyways, let's continue.
As far as I care, you can go wherever you wish. But I want you to know how you have behaved towards me, and how I have treated you. I'll begin, as is right, with my father, Philip. When he found you, you were mere peasants, wearing hides, tending a few sheep on the mountain.
Oh my gosh. Eclipse is opening up my drawers randomly. Thanks, Eclipse. And now he's messing with my clothes.
Mountain slopes, and you could barely defend them from your neighbors. Under him, you began living in cities, with good laws and customs, and he turned you from slaves into rulers over those very barbarians who used to plunder your land. He conquered most of Thrace, taking the best harbors so there was trade and prosperity, and put the mines to steady work. The Thessalians, they used to terrify you. Well, we rule them now. The Athenians and Thebans, always looking for a chance to attack Macedonia, were so humble, myself playing my small part in the war, that they no longer take tribute from Macedonia, but instead depend upon us for their protection. My father went to the Peloponnese and put their house in order. Then he was declared supreme commander of all the Greeks for the campaign against the Persians. An honor not just for himself, but for all Macedonians.
Wow.
This is what my father Philip did for you. Great enough on its own, but small compared to what you've gained from me. I crossed the Hellespont, even though back then the Persians still commanded the sea. I defeated the satraps of the great King Darius, and made you rulers of Ionia, Aeolis, Phrygia, and Lydia, and took Miletus by siege.
Oh.
The rest of the land surrendered willingly, and their wealth became yours. All the riches of Egypt and Cyrene, which I won without a fight, are yours now. Syria, Palestine, Mesopotamia, Babylonia, all belong to you. The wealth of Lydia, the treasures of Persia, the jewels of India and the outer sea. You are now satraps.
So satrap.
You are generals and captains. What have I held back for myself apart from this purple cloak and diadem? Nothing. No man can point to my riches, only the things I hold in trust for you all. And what would I do with them anyway? I eat what you eat. I get no more rest than you. Many times I have spent the night on watch so that you could sleep soundly. Who among you believes he's worked harder for me than I have for him? Come on. If you've got scars, strip and show them to me. I'll show you mine. There isn't one part of my body, the front at least, that doesn't bear a wound. My body...
Dang. He sounds angry, but it's seriously, like, in a good way, though. Like, in sort of an inspiring way, you know?
He's covered in scars from every weapon you can think of. Swords, arrows, stones, clubs.
Jeez.
All for the sake of your lives, your glory, and your wealth. And yet here I still am, leading you, as conqueror of land and sea, rivers, mountains, and the plains. We've celebrated our weddings together. Many of your children will be cousins of my own. I've paid off your debts without asking how you got them, even though you're paid well enough and pillage every city we take. Many of you wear golden crowns, badges of courage and honor given you by me. Any one of...
Also, I know I'm not reacting that much, but, like, you know, there's not much to react to, you know, and it's just nice to be in the moment of the speech. Like, just listen to it. It's so nice.
us who was killed, who met a glorious end, we buried with full honors. Many now stand immortalized by bronze statues in Macedonia. Their families are honored and pay no taxes.
Wow.
Under my command, not
happened.
one man has been killed fleeing the enemy. And now I wanted to send back some of you who've been wounded or crippled, who have grown old, to be welcomed back home as heroes. But since you all wish to go, then all of you, go! Go home and tell them that your king, Alexander, conqueror of the Persians, Medes, Bactrians, and Scythians, who now rules over the Parthians, Chorasmians, and Hyrcanians as far as the Caspian Sea, who's marched over the mountains of the Hindu Kush, crossed the Oxus and Tanais rivers, even the Indus, first to cross it since Dionysus himself. I would have crossed the Hyphasis too if you hadn't cowered in fear. Who sailed into the great sea from the mouth of the Indus. Who crossed the desert of Gedrosia, where no one had ever led an army. Who took Carmenia, while my fleet sailed the Persian Gulf. When you get home, you tell them that when you made it back to Susa, you abandoned him and went home, leaving him under the protection of the foreigners you'd conquered. Perhaps this report of yours will seem glorious in the eyes of men and worthy in the eyes of the gods. Be gone!
Dang. Wow. After the speech, Macedonian troops begged Alexander for forgiveness, leading to an emotional reconciliation between the king and his army. Dang, wow.
Thank you to all the Patreon supporters who helped create this video.
No, that
If you'd
was
like
it.
exclusive early access to videos.
Oh, come on. But seriously, wow, that was great. That was a nice speech. Bit of a short video, but then again, my last video was like almost 15 minutes long. But, but yeah, wow. So if y'all have any other requests, just send them in the comments. I'll be glad to even go back to old series like this one and react to some of the videos that I skipped over. Yeah, hopefully y'all enjoyed that. That was very nice. I'm going to be doing the Carthaginian episode and the tank episode today too. Yeah, that's it. Thank you all for watching. Goodbye. Hello everyone, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like it and subscribe to my channel. And turn on the notification bell thingy. And if you didn't, then make sure to leave a thumbs down. Oh yeah, that would be greatly appreciated. And while you're at it, go ahead and watch my other videos. They're probably just as good, and if not better than this one right now. Except for my oldest videos, don't watch those. And, subscribe to these people down here, my fellow sergeants. They're other YouTubers that I either know or I have in high regards. Yeah, even my cat agrees. So, thank you for watching, and have a great day.